I've had a really interesting day here in Lusaka, Zambia, looking at unique forms of expression, but I have to admit, I am the most excited about this. It's called the Barefeet Theatre. Basically, it's about not holding back and letting your true colours show. In 2012, the Barefeet Theatre Group made a slick video of its best work. This charity uses performing arts as a way of engaging Zambia's youth suffering through poverty, drug use or other traumatic issues. Its Irish founder, Adam McGuigan, tells me it all began accidentally. In 2006, he left Europe to pursue his dream of taking a one-man street show to Africa. But after being mugged in Zimbabwe, he had to get to the nearest Irish embassy, which was in Lusaka.
When I got here, I had nothing planned, but I happened to come across a guy who was working with street kids in a centre called Fountain of Hope in Lusaka. So I came to do some workshops with these kids, and it was absolutely incredible. Like, the energy, the passion, the enthusiasm and the talent that these kids had was just so infectious. At the same time, I met a group of older guys who used to stay on the streets and were living at the centre, and they were also artists. So we were interested in how we could collaborate and work with these children. So it started very modestly and organically with just a few workshops and kind of blossomed from there.
Today, Barefeet occupies its own office space, has a paid staff of more than a dozen people and receives funding from UNICEF. Right now, their acrobats, some of whom used to live on Lusaka's streets, are preparing for another outreach performance. I speak to one of the success stories, Chembe.
I was born in a family of 5, of which I'm the last born. My mother died when I was 3 months old, so my dad had to marry another wife, which became my stepmother.
Chembe's stepmother disowned him when he was only 8, forcing him to run away to Lusaka and fend for himself.
Then I got stranded. I never knew where to start from. I was left alone. I never knew anyone.
What did that feel like for you?
I just felt so lost. I thought that's the end of my life.
Everything changed when Chembe was 14 and saw the Barefeet crew for the first time.
They were just making different sculpts, and they just have that different energies and the stories. They were advocating for children that lives on the street. With what Barefeet came in with, I thought like it brought a smile on my face.
Yeah.
It brought joy on my face.
Gave you confidence?
It gave me confidence to stand.
You can see how much Chembe enjoys performing when you watch him and the crew do their thing. The Barefeet troupe regularly pops up unannounced in low-income areas like this to do outreach. There's virtually no entertainment for kids here, so instantly the singing, dancing and drumming attracts a crowd. Dancing has ended, so Barefeet will bring on the acrobatics. See some kids running by there, and this is really the amazing part. Even though the Barefeet Theatre has been performing here for about half an hour, you'll see kids hearing the music, wondering what's happening, wandering up to catch some of it. And the crowd, just take a look. It's quite large, easily a couple hundred people here. With a large, captive audience of mostly children, Felix Charlie steps in to engage them.
Okay. Barefeet theater.
The singers/dancers/acrobats now turn into actors, playing out scenes related to physical or emotional abuse, HIV/AIDS, or other major problems. This skit is about an unexpected death of a father who left no will for his family.
It's called trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapy. I am an assessor who is interacting with the young people, assessing and connecting these young people to counselors who can take them on this therapy. And at this particular time, as I'm saying, we've assessed more than 150 children, and they're receiving treatment right now.
Felix tells me the troupe sees itself as a conduit for providing help. Any child in need here can be connected with other NGOs or professionals in town able to provide specific care. The genius is that none of this looks like serious work, so children are more likely to play along without realizing they're being offered help. As you can see, amazing things are possible when you think in a different dimension, way outside the box. You can see more from this week's program at cnn.com/InsideAfrica, and I want to know what you think of the Barefeet Theatre. Send me a message on Twitter right now under Errol CNN, and tell me what your thoughts are of all of the people I've met today who go against the grain in expressing themselves. We leave you now with a bit of dancing fun with Adam and his animated team. We'll see you online. Until next time.
Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.